This was a really nice intro, thank you. I didn't expect it. So, yeah, basically, let me just see how this works. Cool. So, I will be speaking today about marketing, obviously, as that's my role in Nordeus, leading marketing team. And I tried really to adapt, like with speaking with many startups in my career and helping them out to scale the products. So I really try to, like go on that level of details, which should be relevant to everyone. So basically, like few of the areas which really, like I think are really important to start very early on is how to, scale a team, how to start with marketing, how to scale the people, how to scale the structure, what are the key marketing areas to focus on, and creative strategy and data. Okay, yeah, so this is a really big picture here. So, as I said, Vice President of Marketing, basically it's mobile gaming studio, so we focus a lot on performance marketing, but we do also try to like make our brands really long lasting. I think a few days ago we celebrated the 15th birthday of our flagship game. I don't know how many of you know, we are based in Belgrade, Serbia. Since 2021 we joined Take-Two, and we are all eagerly waiting GTA to go live. I think I was, I'm not sure, in high school or college when the previous game went out. So, and our two biggest games are Top 11 and Golf Rival. And we have a new game in development, which is live in few markets, including Serbia, currently being tested, also in football area. So this is Top 11. As we heard, it's a football management game. It's live 15 years on the market. It's the biggest football management game on mobile. And we focus on both performance marketing, but also working with Jose Mourinho and Xabi Alonso. Since I think 13 years now with Jose Mourinho and with Xabi Alonso, I think 3 years. We started working with him actually when he was in a second Spanish league. And you all know that currently there is a high chance of him moving to a much bigger club. Golf Rival is also a new game which we are managing from Belgrade. It's a Zynga game. But fully managed both product and marketing in Belgrade, and it's the second biggest golf game on the market. So, let me go into the content. So basically, one really important thing is, because we went, as you all know, in Nordeus from 0 to 1, and we had the era when we had literally few people in the company. And this is something like which going through these stages makes the most sense to me. Talking with startups in multiple areas, and that's like the intro stage, let's call it, the early growth stage, which is really full of important strategic decisions. Decisions you make in this stage can really set the track. How is it going to be later on? The next one is growth. If you enter this, it's really awesome, and it means it's a really fast-paced and dynamic environment and requires a lot of agility, which is great if you are a startup, because agility is definitely what you have as an advantage, even compared to some companies which we will battling, like EA Sports and Konami, which are giants in the gaming industry. And then the maturity phase is when product is stable with high demands regarding maintenance. In mobile gaming, that means a lot of live ops. Big teams needed to keep the game going. But I guess in every industry there is a high need of maintaining the product in mature phase so it stays on the top. And then this is a really interesting phase, decline extension. Many products actually enter this decline phase. While we with Top 11 managed, I think on our 11th birthday, to start growing the game again, and since few years back to, I think, more than double it as a business. So it's really important that you focus on a growth also in late stages. And in terms of the people, and I will be focusing here mostly on marketing because that's my area of expertise, is that in the intro stage, what actually to me always made sense is that regarding the senior leadership of marketing, the consultants, but very cherry-picked, because I have not the best opinion in general about consultants, but they are definitely, single-digit % consultants, which definitely can help, because it's really hard to employ experienced, marketing directors in this stage if you already don't have a proven product. It's pretty risky, So consultants should really help you as founders to make those strategic decisions. Because again, which strategic decision you make in the area of marketing early on, even before launch, can help scale the product further on. Then in the growth stage, definitely there are some people need to be employed because you need hands-on. Obviously AI can help, as we heard on the previous presentation, but there is still some work which is better to have in-house team which is growing together with the company and which will stay hopefully loyal to the company in later stages. And then in maturity, this is something, the phase 3, 4, let's say, is where we are at, is that you really have a cross-functional team, marketing structure with full capabilities, senior leadership, junior team, junior members, etc., etc. The fourth one is when you really should focus on hiring disruptors, because in this stage, you really need to, move the needle much, much more. It's not that you should just keep the business as usual. You need to make some disruption on your product compared to the market, make it maybe more market fit than it was 10 years ago, which we did 2 years back with 3D engine. And it really helped us bounce back top 11 to, as I said, doubling the business compared to 4 or 5 years ago. So basically, as I said here, these strategic decisions, not to repeat, can make much bigger difference early on. But what is also really important is defining budgets. So budgets, whatever product you have, come with a risk. And it's really important that you are aligned on how risky the investment is going to be. Is it low risk, medium risk, high risk, and what is actually the gain? What is the reward at the end? And then combining those two, you should really see, should you go, for example, all in with the big budgets when you launch the product, or you should start slow, still testing the markets, still testing the budgets even on the main markets. This is something which is really important, that you are aligned on a, let's say, C level, and that you make the best possible decision based on the data you have, but also the gut feeling, because that's something which is always needed. So key marketing areas. Previous was more about the people and about maybe some talks I had in the past, what is really important in those early stages. But what are the key marketing areas? And basically the main questions we need to answer already in the first 2 stages. So should we focus more on brand or performance? If a product is like Coca-Cola, obviously the biggest focus should be on brand. If you build the brand early on, you don't care that you are drinking, I need to be polite now, but not the best drink possible. But if you build the brand, it's going to have a huge profits, revenue, and business. But then if you're in a business which is more digital, like e-commerce, gaming, mobile gaming, which is really distributed through digital channels, performance marketing is usually something which you really need to have experienced people and to focus a lot on having performance marketing profitable, actually. And invest as much as you can, or as much as you can afford, up until the marketing is profitable in terms of performance marketing. And again, the second question I talked a little bit about, should you start big or should you start slow? What makes the most sense for the product? Usually when you are building a brand, you need to start strong, but while if you're focusing on performance, it's okay to go slow. And yeah, between quick ROI and long term. So basically there are some products in which you, if it's a subscription based, you already get after 1 or 2 days in your app, the feedback is money back. But if it's a mobile game like we have, we usually need to predict how much people are going to spend in the next year, 2, 3 years, and based on that say, are we profitable or we are not profitable, which is much tougher for making budget decision, but it's a reality in, I guess, many industries, not only mobile gaming. And this is really like something where, when I was talking about the key strategic decisions, you really need to think, should I focus 90% on brand or performance or 50-50? And really there is no answer for, which is, general. You need to see what is your product and what makes the most sense, not on a short run, but on a long run for your company and the product. And again, how much you want to risk? Are you going like more towards the safe side or a risky side? I guess it all depends on how much you believe at the end of the day that the product will be strong, or how much you believe that the product you have at this moment is ready to bring money back, or you need to wait a little bit more to develop it more through users getting in your app, let's say, or product. And this is something I just wanted to show you visually, like how much this can differ. This is like if you have a product which is like mobile games, which don't get money back in a day, 3, 5, 10. This is just a random example. How, for example, lifetime value can grow out of the cohorts. For example, we brought 1 million users in January. And they can maybe bring in 1 year 1 million, 10 million, 5 million. And we really need to be good in predicting how much are they going to bring back, because if you make a mistake of 20%, let's say, that's 2 million less or more. And it's really important for us to have a very small error so we know how much we can invest. Should we increase the investment? Should we increase the budgets? Should we maybe decrease them and wait for the better times or better creative strategy? And this is like just to see how 2 of these LTVs or lifetime curves are growing much faster than, for example, the rest of the others. And yeah, this is something which, again, I mentioned is really crucial, like to hit for your product. And for some products, it's really easy if it's, as I said, like some soft drink or whatever. But for some others, like in mobile gaming, it's a little bit tougher. Usually studios are focused 100% on performance marketing, which I think is bad. That you really need to invest also a part of your budgets in brand, because then you will, same as us, celebrate the 15th birthday being on top still. And the last part is basically I would say the 2 big pillars of marketing today. With so many data, I guess for many of your businesses, you really need to be smart with data. But also you need to be really good in terms of creative strategy. So you need to position your brand strong early on. That means you need to be consistent. You shouldn't change your consistency with your brand, because if it starts growing, you really want people to remember it. You need to set a quality bar for performance-related marketing, so you need to know what you are aiming for. You need to set correct KPIs, and you need to really test basically as much as you can. For example, in terms of creatives per game, we are testing around 50 to 100 new creatives per month. So this is something which is obviously not always new concepts, but we tend to change some smaller parts of it and sometimes it makes a huge difference, like 10-20%, which can equal in hundreds or thousands of dollars or even millions. And yeah, AI, as we are part of Take-Two, and we don't use that much in terms of the hands-on, but we use it for ideation. There are some legal obstacles, and but in terms of ideation, it also works really well for us. We get some ideas, and then we recreate it with our internal creative team. And data, as I mentioned, like we have even, I think, yeah, I'm sure, 1 data scientist and 2 business analysts or data analysts within marketing team who are fully working only on marketing related tools. So we built our own internal in-house tools, and this is something I would suggest to any business which needs to predict. So if you need to predict the value of your customers coming in your app business, you really need to have a strong data team, or at least to outsource it and to build a good tool which will give you, your marketing people, information how much you should really invest. And this is something like we really built not only that tool for lifetime value, but many other tools which really helped us make good decisions. And summary, just quickly, balance between performance and brand marketing, find the sweet spot. In an AI world, data and creative strategy create competitive advantage. This is by far the biggest area which you can beat your competitors. Building a team early on, but with, I would say, like clear expectations what to expect in each phase, and budgeting based on a data, but you can never have information from the data of an exact budget. You should always add this gut feeling where some experience in that area can really help you make the best possible decision. And that's it. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, perfect. Right on time. Right on time. Yes, that deserves ovations. Thank you, Andrej. That's a very systematic approach to marketing and scaling. Now, I have a crucial question, the most important one. Okay. How's working with Jose Mourinho?
Well.
Are the rumors true?
I can tell you that his acting skills improved by 10 times in the last 10 years. You know, I remember like doing some work with him 8-9 years ago. He was very uncomfortable in that position, but now like he can act in a Hollywood movie, so that's a big you know, step forward. And also Chubby is also awesome. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like we have a new surprise, also brand ambassador for the new game. So yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. When it comes to marketing and scaling, I'll leave you to them. You know the rules. The room and the Q&A zone is just there across this room. Cool. And yeah, you'll be waiting for them and for their questions and everything they want to know more. Thank you. Thank you very much, Andrej.